This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 137 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Today's tip is sponsored by Equestrian Collections, for the whole universe of equestrian shopping at your fingertips at a price you can afford. Enjoy today's tip. Hey everybody, Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and you're listening to Horse Tip Daily. Today we have back with us, international dressage rider Debbie McDonald, the co-host of the Dressage Radio Show. And I might say that she's probably been one of the most popular co-hosts that we've had on any of the shows. She gets a ton of fan mail, and we do enjoy having her on. She's very insightful and obviously knows the world of dressage and training horses very well. And she still teaches and runs around the country doing seminars, and she does enjoy doing the show. She's told me that. So this tip is taken from episode 36 of the Dressage Radio Show with Debbie McDonald and Chris Stafford. And if you would like to hear the whole show, please take a listen in at dressageradio.com. But before we get to Debbie very quickly here, I wanted to mention some great new products that they have out at Equestrian Collections. It's that time of year when everybody goes to the trade shows and picks up some cool new stuff for you, and Equestrian Collections has done that. They have new products for horses, new products for riders, some new spring carrots wear that looks really fantastic that you ought to check out. They also have Smoky Mountain boots now for men and toddlers and teens. And Smoky Mountain boots actually started when we had our tack shop years ago, and now they've grown and become a very big company selling all kinds of cool stuff. They also have some new sheets from Kensington, some all-in-one and three-in-one sheets and blankets that you can check out on the website over at equestriancollections.com. So, and don't forget, when you head on over there, when you're checking out, put in Horse Radio, just Horse Radio, all one word, in the coupon section at checkout, and you'll get $10 off your next order of $120 or more. That's Horse Radio in the coupon section. So stop on over to equestriancollections.com and go scroll down the home page to the What's New, and you'll find all of their new products. Check it out, equestriancollections.com.
You know, I go around to a lot of these shows and watch ride after ride, and I have to say, I think a lot of people really throw away a lot of points in the show ring when they just don't utilize every section of their corners. And it sounds like it's kind of, not such a big deal. But I have to tell you, I always tell my riders, your corners become your friends. In other words, that's where you learn to take a breath, set up for the next movement, get your horses straight and balanced, and you'll soon find that when you do that, it gives you a moment to kind of think about, you have a little more time in there than you thought you did. I know a lot of times when some of my riders come out, and amateurs alike, and you try to ask them a few questions, and oh my gosh, I don't know, that went so fast, I don't remember, or whatever. And I really, really, really try to emphasize that they do utilize every section of that corner. Learn to ride your horses into the corner. And the one thing, too, is if you overbend your horses in the corner, when you come out of that corner, they're so out of balance. They're leaning to that outside shoulder, and you come out of a corner and you're setting up for either a pirouette or changes or even an extended canter. You want them at the most balanced position you can possibly have them. So you really need to take those corners a little seriously, and I think you'll find that you have a little bit more time in there, and you can really help your horses set up for that next movement coming up.
Well, great. Thanks, Deb. I mean, that takes me back to my youth, and I used to be shouted at when I was in my teens, ride your corners, get in those corners, don't cut them off. Take your time with them, too, just take your time. And I'm sure, this is something we can talk about on another show, Deb. How people, they do go in there, if they're not doing it regularly, they maybe hold their breath for 5 or 6 minutes, and they come out and it was just a whirlwind to them.
It's so true. I know. And those are the places that you can take a breath.
Yeah, just take advantage of those corners.
Yes.
Well, maybe that's a good little tip as well, when you get to a corner, breathe.
Take a breath.
Yes.
I think that's a great tip.
Well, thanks again to Debbie and Chris Stafford at dressageradio.com, episode number 36, if you want to listen to that whole episode. It was a good one. All the shows over there are really good at dressageradio.com. Even if you're not interested in dressage, they have some great guests, and it's very entertaining, and Debbie is fun to listen to. So stop on over. And also, you can drop me an email at Glenn with 2 N's at horseradionetwork.com. And you can subscribe to the show through iTunes or Zune. If you're a new listener to the show, just go to the website and click on the iTunes or Zune button, and you can get the tips automatically downloaded to your iPod, Zune, or MP3 player. You can follow us on Facebook. Also, encourage you to do that. Just search for Horse Tip Daily, and you'll find us over there, and we post the shows there, and so there's a little bit of conversation that goes on there as well. And don't forget to check out all the other great shows we have at horseradionetwork.com. I'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.